Cheryl with you here, hanging out on a super duper Friday. Chrissy, it is. I'm excited about it being Friday. I would be more excited if my camera would work. I'm having computer issues over here.
Oh.
But portions of the show this morning brought to us by our friends over at Jasper County REMC, powered up Touhyville each and every morning on the Q and 98 Gold. And also visit their website, jasperremc.com, and make sure you click on Connect to find out all about their new internet company powered up through Jasper County REMC. Also want to mention our friends over at Fozzie Califf Appliances in DeMott and in Rensselaer. You can check them out and take a look at the Maytag dishwasher that now has the Pet Pro in it. And what it is, in the middle of it, it's got this, I don't want to say it's a net but it's like it's almost like a hard plastic net that catches all the
grabs
pet hair.
all the pet hair. Oh my gosh!
So it doesn't get in all the gears and all the stuff of everything there. Check it out at Fozzie Califf Appliances. Be sure to like them on Facebook as well as on their website.
And is there a nicer person in the universe to buy from than Carrie?
No,
I don't think so.
No, she's great over at Fozzie Califf.
Yeah, very knowledgeable. Awesome. Love her.
Yep.
Shout out.
Absolutely. All right. You can check us out, by the way, on our, we're up live on Facebook and YouTube right now. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate that. Mayim Bialik, who works as, I guess, part-time as the Jeopardy host. She switches on and off with Ken Jennings, has said she's not going to host during the writer strike right now. So she won't go in and host. Ken Jennings will.
Okay, so what's the problem?
With what?
Like, what? There's a strike. What's the problem? Is it like, obviously it's going to be money, but so now
I don't know what the writers want.
Major
I think
thing
it's got something to do with I'm sure writing and streaming rights and stuff like that. It's a lot of the newer stuff is happening because they don't have the streaming rights and a lot of the stuff. So I'm sure that's what a lot of it is. But she says she's not going to. Mayim Bialik declined to host the show, to show her support for the writers. But Ken will film the final episodes of the season next week. They have all the material they need because the questions and answers were written before the strike. So they're not like breaking union by writing anything. It's not surprising though that Ken wouldn't do that because he's not really he's never worked on a scripted show or anything like that. I mean, so it's
but plus I don't like him as opposed to her. I really do like her as the host.
Yeah, she was the host.
He's kind of cocky and she's kind of down to earth and really trying, and she's brilliant too. Not to mention she's a genius in her own right.
Yeah. So is he. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But she was the host last week when I was at my folks' house in Florida when I was watching. So, it was the first time that I've really watched her for like a full week of shows. Okay. So I like her. Yeah, I always liked her on Big Bang Theory and all that stuff. Some quick things for Mother's Day coming up this Sunday. You can get something special for mom, even if you can't swing a pricey present, a fancy dinner out right now. Or a fancy dinner out. In a poll, 73% of Americans say that moms get excited about any gift, regardless of the price. So whatever you get for mom, she'll be happy. Just get her something.
And if you have grandchildren, just have them color. That's all we want.
See?
I don't even care.
Yeah.
Don't buy me a thing.
Anything.
If Savannah's listening, don't buy me a thing. I just want put like pictures.
Something from the grandkids. Yes. That's so great. If you're celebrating with family and friends, make sure you actually get mom in the photos. A lot of folks talk about, well, that mom is the one that always would take the photos. Mom's always the one that takes the picture, there's a story out there right now about where moms talk about how they're usually the ones taking the photos and don't get copies of the ones featuring them. 66% of moms say they're in less than half of the family photos on their camera rolls. 26% say they're in none at all. So yes, make sure mom gets in the picture, even if you got to take a selfie.
Or if you're not wearing makeup, your hair's a mess. It's not about that. So just let it go.
Yep. But even if you have to take a selfie, get mom in there. for all the kids and dads out there, it's easy to remember the big favors mom does for you, all the things that she buys, things like that. But don't forget about the small things that she does for you to let you do what you want to do. So make sure you remember that. And the report says, on average, moms dedicate 5 hours and 20 minutes per week supporting their kids' extracurricular activities. Yeah, that's
on the low side.
I was
I'm just saying that's a full-time job.
Yeah. 14% of mothers spend a whopping 10 hours or more a week. Yeah, that makes more sense. 40% of mothers say they get up at 5 a.m. or earlier specifically to have time to take their kids to a sporting event or activity. 5 a.m.? Why are they doing these things so early?
Because
you take school?
Well, you do breakfast before. Remember when I used to do that with Harley? So I had Harley time, and then I do it Savannah separately. So I had Savannah time, and we'd always go to Starbucks before breakfast or to eat breakfast before school.
I see what you're saying there. So okay,
because after school was all tennis and art and clarinet. And
but this says specifically to take the time to take them to a sporting event or activity. I don't understand why there's so many that early in the morning. There's a study on the best and worst states for working moms, apparently, considering stuff like daycare system, childcare costs, gender pay gaps, things like that. Top three are
best or worst.
These are the top three in the Northeast: Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. The bottom three are in the South: Louisiana, South Carolina, and Alabama. So, and lastly, if you're looking for great Mother's Day food ideas, deals are on chewboom.com. I've never heard of it in my life.
Chaboom?
CHEW, boom.com. I'm going to take a guess, now that I just read that. I'm going to take a guess that that's where the poll came from. That was all a big commercial for Chew Boom. I'm going to take a guess that that's what that was right there. That was all to get to the Chew Boom thing. That's just my guess. I'm just taking a guess.
Just saying you may want to rename. Okay, anyway. Chew Boom.
Chew Boom. Like chew excitement. Chew Boom. Chew Boom. So these two kids, I'm going to say, are going to owe their mom a really big Mother's Day present. Okay? Two brothers in Malaysia, aged 6 and 3, little tykes.
Oh boy!
Crashed their parents' car Wednesday night while driving to the store to buy a new toy car.
Bless their hearts. Are they okay?
I hope so.
Oh
Otherwise,
my God! How does that even happen?
I would imagine. I mean, I'm hoping it was the 6-year-old that was doing the driving. Maybe one was doing the gas and brake, one was doing the steering. They were chit-chatting. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. They snuck off with the keys to their parents' car while Dad was sleeping and their mom was in the bathroom. The 6-year-old drove because obviously the 3-year-old was too young for that. Right, because the 6-year-old
got it down.
Wasn't too young for that. Yeah. Yep. They were all over the road, which makes sense.
Oh,
other cars started following them because people thought the driver was drunk, so they were just trying to keep their distance. They made it about a mile and a half before crashing into a lamppost. Luckily, they're okay. The 3-year-old was fine, and the 6-year-old ended up with a scrape on his chin. When an adult asked what they were doing, the older kid said, quote, "Mama is at home, and we're going to the store. We want to buy a black car." So...
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Well, maybe their parents were encouraging self-starting, like
Sure, that might have been.
You're going to make great employees.
Yes,
later on in life.
Yeah, they took the initiative to go and get themselves a new car. Yes. All right. Our poll question up on the WLQI 98 Golden Touhyville Show Facebook page is asking you, have you bought a Mother's Day gift yet? I do want to mention that both Mike and John have called in to wish you and Chrissy a happy Mother's Day this weekend. That's very nice.
That is so kind.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Very kind. Thank you.
Yeah. And Mike doesn't get on Facebook, so he wanted to say that he has he did get his mom a Mother's Day gift yet, but hasn't gotten his wife one yet. So he's got to work on that today.
Okay.
So 56% of people said yes, they have bought a Mother's Day gift so far. So that's good, but that still means 43.8% of you have not bought a Mother's Day gift yet. for this year. So
how about part B to that question? Should an ex who has children with somebody buy her a Mother's Day gift?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I say yes too.
I mean, there is the point that somebody was saying yesterday, like, well, she's not my mom, but you made her a mom, so I mean, it kind of goes that way.
Right.
Hi, good morning. You're on the air. Did you want to be?
No.
Okay, hold on. Okay, and we'll get you after the break. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, so head to the Touhyville Show Facebook page and let us know. Also, those watching on our YouTube video, you might look and go, the title, which says "Celebrities Sometimes Get Mad," had nothing to do with what you guys talk about. So I'm going to explain radio about radio for a second. So I had that planned, but the story that I want to do it with includes video, so I want to be able to show people video on our video, and my computer was freaking out. So I was afraid to pull the video up right then. So I will do it on the next segment. So the next segment is going to have a very similar title, but it will actually be the story that I want it to be. Richie says, good morning to you both. Have a great Friday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. God bless. Thank you, Richie. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Keep on hanging out with us. We'll be back up on video following a break here on the Q and 98 Gold.
Take your Gen X